Hello, good morning. It's Wednesday. It's my weekly Wednesday and wisdom. I decided 3 W's this morning. So welcome to my page. I'm Susanna Reay, if you don't already know me. I'm a visibility coach who coaches in a very colourful way. I'm a colour expert and I know a lot about how colours can help you connect and become more visible. So that's one of the key tools that I use in my coaching, as well as the strategy on how to develop your content. But today I wanted to share with you my 7 colour keys to visibility. So these are 7 keys that you can take, and when you're looking to connect to your audience in a certain way, there's different colours that can help us do this. And I realised that I hadn't come online for a little while and helping you how to mindfully connect to colour. And this is so important because colour has such an instant subconscious effect on our brains that we really need to use this as much as possible when we're trying to get out there and be visible. So yes, 7 colour keys to visibility. So stick with me and you'll find out what these 7 are. Hello Roberta, lovely to see you here with me. So I'm streaming into my Facebook groups as well at the moment. So if you're on visibility for Introvert Entrepreneurs, is one Facebook group that I run, and if you're in there, hi, nice to see you. The conversation can continue in there. Post under my video, ask your questions, I will connect. I'm also streaming in my other group, which is a lot more colour focused, and that's Colour Joy for Female Entrepreneurs, which is a lot more about our love for colour and sharing colour in the community. But today, yes, my colour keys for visibility. This is what I really wanted to share with you. So just before I get going, I'm just going to check in and that I am going live everywhere I'm meant to be, and I am. That was my quick check on the screen. So I made a little hint in the description to this live that connection is one of those keys. But what I'll do is I will work actually through the spectrum. Hi Deborah, nice to see you. So one of the keys for being more visible in your business is about getting engagement. And red, you can see I've got engagement written here. So this is my red colour card because red is really good to help us engage and connect and share our passion. Red is a really passionate colour. Hi Jasmine, Ellen, nice that you're joining in. So yeah, red is the first major key to visibility because you've got to show your passion to have people engage with you. If you're not showing why you're doing what you're doing and why you're really excited about it, it makes it really hard for other people to see you and what you're doing. So red is my first colour key to visibility, and that is for engagement. So I'll just hold that one up again for those who are just joining in. Hi Salome, lovely to see you all here, and thank you for saying hello. That's really nice. So when you go live to see that people are joining, but if you're watching on replay, hello as well. Do throw in some comments. So colour key number 2, I'm actually decided to give you the 7 keys linked to the spectrum. So I am going to go through the spectrum, and my second colour is orange. I'm wearing some orange today as well, and the key with orange, it's super creative. So creativity is another key colour that you need to pull on board when you're wanting to get visible. So it's about being creative in the ways that you want to show up and connect and be with your audience. So yes, going live like I am right now is a fantastic way to show up, but you can also be creative in the posts you create, little memes, little GIFs you can create as well on these small videos. There's ways of showing up and still being very connected, which doesn't mean you have to go live. So particularly if you are feeling quite shy and introverted and don't want to come live all the time, though I only suggest going live like once a week. Getting creative and showing, say, your images, your photos in different ways, and mixing it up just to keep your audience interested. And that is really, really key for visibility. So orange is the color to channel when you want to get creative and think up new solutions to show to your audience. Right, now I'm going into the golden yellows now. And in our golden yellows, value is the next key. For being visible again with your audience, you really need to give value and give benefit. So why are they listening to you? Because you've got a lot of competition out there. And I don't mean competition from other business owners. I mean the competition from all the distractions around. How do you keep people connected to you and wanting to see your product or service over everyone else's? Because people might be on the phone, it's dinging, they're getting messages, the kids are asking for attention, the dog wants to go for a walk. There's all these distractions in life that you're competing with. And that's what I mean by competition. It's not necessarily other people who are offering maybe something in the same field as you, because you are unique. But what you want to do is connect. So we started, as I say at the start, just to backtrack, we had engagement, we had creativity, and then you need to really give value as to why people will be connecting with you online and spending some of their really precious time to listen to what you have to say or what you'd like to show and share with them if you're product based. And this comes down to what are we up to? Number 4, consistency. And green is the color to channel. If you want to be like consistent, balance, harmony, it's the center of the spectrum and it's really sort of easy on the eye. So being consistent in what you are offering and when you're showing up really helps your audience know when to see you and when to connect. And that's why every Wednesday I come here on my page and I come live and I share some wisdom on how to show up, which colors can help you connect. And that builds the confidence of know, like, trust. It also really helps the Facebook algorithm in terms of showing my video to even just my page followers. So there's a huge issue that a lot of the time, most people who like your page aren't even seeing what you're doing. And this is why it's super important as well, is to ask anyone who's following you to be on your email list so you can connect and tell them what's happening and when. And so I'll send out to my email list after this live, hey, I went live today, do you want to know the 7 color keys to visibility? And then people can come and watch the replay, because I can't guarantee that Facebook will show those. Even if I pay for advertising, I can't absolutely guarantee that everybody's going to see it. And this is where the connection with Facebook, with your email list and pulling your audience into your sphere is really important. And so that's the big one. Connection is my 6th color key, and blue is very much about connecting, communicating. So channel that when you want to get forward. And this is where a lot of the social media sites like Facebook, like Twitter, use blue in their branding because they wanted to connect and communicate. And blue is a really open color. It's known as the most popular color in the world that everybody has an affinity towards. There's lots of different blues. It's really easy for our eyes to look at as well for long periods of time. And it's been shown that blue, if you're in a store that's got mainly blue signage, you'll spend a lot longer in that store than one with a lot of red signs. Red is very like fast action, moving, and it's great for sort of passion and connection, but you only need little bits of it at a time. Too much red can be a bit wearing and sending you into overwhelm, whereas the blues and greens are a lot more about consistency and tranquility and communicating and connection. So the very last color key that I'd like to share with you today for visibility is the violet. And violet is about transformation. So when you connect with your audience, it's also really important to let them know what's the result of being with you. So what are they going to achieve by staying connected with you? If it's a product, how do they benefit from that product if they then purchase it? What's the outcome? Are they a lot happier? Are they enjoying it? Is it a wonderful experience? If you're a coach, what's the end transformation that you deliver? So using these 7 color keys, and I will just go through them all as a recap. I've got them slightly out of order. So as a recap, red is about engagement, really important to engage with your audience. Orange is about creativity, mixing it up, making it interesting and fun. So on the different social media platforms, do slightly different things, make people who are following you across different platforms see different things and enjoy your interactions in different ways. Next one is a golden yellow, really give value. So you are letting people know that you are the expert in your field and you know what you're doing. Number 4 is consistency. Green, consistency. Show up regularly. Don't do loads in 1 week and then disappear for 3 weeks. Use the scheduling tools that are out there to really help you show up consistently. So when those ideas hit, you can just put them in a queue and then they'll show up at right times and the times when your audience are also on those social media platforms so they can connect with you. 6 was connection. Communicate, make sure that you are connecting. When people comment back. Start the conversation. Conversation is so important to then help with the engagement. And this is where a lot of people fail. They just think, hey, I can just put it out there. I'll build it and they'll come and see my website. Nobody will come and connect with you unless you're connecting with them. So you need to reach out, have conversations, ask your audience what do they want, and that really helps you gain your visibility as well. And finally, the purple and the transformation. So transformation is about the end result. What are the benefits and the features that you give? Hi Daniela, nice that you can join me as well. Yeah, the blue colours are wonderful for connection. And I know Daniela, you as well, because we've had some communication. I've learnt more about you, and this is where I was saying about engagement and transformation, is I know Daniela teaches languages, and obviously languages and communication, blue is a very key colour. So I think this is pretty much what I've got for you today on Weekly Wisdom. If anyone's here has any questions, I'm quite happy to answer those now. If you want to throw them in the comment box, please do. I will just check and see if I've got any on the other pages. So yeah, it's really, really important. So what I'd like you to think about this week is, having listened to this, is how can I connect, engage, add value, be a bit more creative, be more consistent, and what's the features and benefits that I'm giving my audience? And then think of some different ways you can do that and start implementing it this next week, and you'll see the difference in your visibility growing. But don't forget, you must have something. So those people who are following you on the various social platforms, connect and come into your email list, because that is your sphere of influence. If Facebook shut down tomorrow, everything I've got on Facebook would just disappear, and I could do nothing about that. So everybody who is following me on this page, if they are not on my email list, I would lose that connection. And that'd be a real shame, because we all know that then there's new platforms arrive, and as we learn and develop on new platforms, which will happen, it's guaranteed, if you've got your email list of people who are interested in what you're saying and following, you can then send them a quick message and say, hey, I'm trying out this new platform. Do you want to come over and take a look? Here's my link. But if you don't have it, you can't do that. So, oh, hi Ellen. What is the word you use? Features. Probably write it different. I'm not quite sure what word. Or features? Features, maybe. That's Features. Maybe I'm mumbling a little. Sorry, Ellen. Features are the things that you give with your business. So a feature, if you're an artist, one of your features is you provide original artwork to your audience. So that's one of the benefits they have, is nobody else would actually have that piece of art. So you can see how you have, and the other element on this is quite often talked about by people, is the pain points. Like what's a reason why people are looking for your service or your product in the first place. But yeah, your feature is what you provide. So I provide in my coaching feedback, accountability, inspiration, strategy. These are the features I provide as a business coach to you. Yes, thank you, Daniela, for writing it down. So I'm going to say goodbye. I always like to keep these relatively short. I'm just over the 15-minute mark right now. Take care. Have a wonderful day. I've got a busy day lined up, needing to connect with some clients myself. Please do share, invite people into the groups that you're part of with me. The more people we get in, the more the conversation rolls, and the bigger the discussions and connections that you can make. So do come over to my group, Visibility for Introvert Entrepreneurs. The button is at the top of my page here. So if you're watching on my page, it's at the top. If you're watching already in my group, you're in here. Welcome. Let's get the conversation rolling. I've put a few prompts and features in. So today I've been asking about what's the key purpose, what's the key piece of wisdom that you've learned in this year that you'd love to share with everyone else in the group. So come on across, join that conversation, and let's see what the main elements we have that we need to connect. Have fun, take care, and I will see you again, same time next week. Bye.